Hi, I'm Braxton Fulkerson, General Manager at Fulkerson Services. Today we're going to talk about what to do when the summer heat is on and your air conditioning system is struggling to keep your home cool and comfortable. We'll give you tips on what you can do to improve the cooling in your home, and we'll discuss issues your system may be experiencing with the increased heat load during the dog days of summer. Did you know that you can make your home cooler and more comfortable by taking just a few simple steps? Not only can these tips help increase your home comfort, they often lead to reduced utility bills. You're about to see our owner and AC expert, Danny Fulkerson, and yours truly, discuss several of these tips. We'll also give a short list of what a technician looks for when your air conditioner unit isn't functioning properly. Watch and enjoy our advice, and stay tuned to the end where we show you how to download your own list of summer cooling tips for easy reference. Hey, if you want to keep up with future posts and videos, follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
I'm reminded of a phrase that a good friend of mine that I grew up with named Weldon, he had a phrase that said, "Spring has sprung, fall has fell, summer is here, and it's hotter than I'll get out." Well, it is. It is really hot out there, going over 100 several days this week as well as the last several weeks.
Man, it has. So we're here to talk about what things you might be able to do if your system, your air conditioning system, is having difficulty keeping up with this heat and keeping you cool and comfortable. What are some of the other things that they can think about and look at when their air conditioning system isn't working or working to their satisfaction?
The very first thing we ever recommend to any customer to do on their own is to check your filter. A dirty filter is typically one of the biggest percentages of problems that we run into when we go out on service calls for a no cool. So check your filter. We've talked about that on numerous occasions before, but we cannot overemphasize it too much. Check your filter.
In talking with our technicians, that's the number one cause for no cool calls.
And
it's amazing.
It is surprising to see how thick they can be. Your unit still operates, but it freezes up, it runs longer, and you're just not comfortable. So check that filter.
Right. Other causes for your air conditioning not keeping up and keeping some rooms of your house hotter or not as cool as you would like would be having just an older system. That older system loses capacity and the ability to cool your house over time.
If you have run into this problem year after year, it could be that your system is just undersized. It is not the proper tonnage for the size of home you have. So sizing of your equipment can play into how cool you maintain, how cool you are all summer long.
Definitely. And along with that, sizing that outdoor unit, the cooling system, is making sure you have the right size of ductwork. When a surgeon comes and checks your heart and they're going to do a heart replacement, they want to make sure that your veins and your arteries are open and well so that you can receive that new heart. What we do at Fulkerson and what many solid contractors do out there is they check your entire cooling system to make sure not only is that box working or the indoor unit, but that your ductwork, which delivers the flow of that cool air, is sized correctly for your home.
That is most important. The best of air conditioners, if you don't have a good duct system, it's just not going to deliver the cooling or the heating properly throughout your house. So that's something that we do check regularly, and something for you to consider to go up in your attic if you are okay with that. Look around. Sometimes there's smashed ducting. The TV cable guy has been up there and wasn't real careful or whatever. So be sure and consider your ducting in all aspects of that for it to be operating properly.
Exactly. And while you're up there, another thing to keep an eye on is the amount of insulation you have in your attic. That's one of the biggest sources of heat gain into your house that you can experience. So check it, make sure it looks like you have adequate fill. Generally on the trusses that we see up in the attic or the rafters, you want to not see those trusses. You want to see insulation covering over those, or at least a few inches above them if you're rolling batt insulation through your attic.
It's not unusual for us to go into older homes and find 3 to 4, maybe 5 inches deep of insulation. Originally it might have been 6 or 8. Over the years it has compressed. R30 is a standard that we shoot for proper attic insulation, which is in the range of 12, maybe as much as 15 inches deep in your attic. So check your insulation. Very good point.
Got it. I guess there's so many different issues that could be out there, and to point out that it just could be something wrong with your system that a technician needs to come out there and make a repair to it.
Yes, there's only so much that most homeowners can do, and if you run the options of the things we've mentioned and others, give us a call. A technician can come out and evaluate your system from A to Z, check for refrigerant leaks, check for dirty filters. Sometimes even your blower and motor is dirty and it causes a restricted airflow. Low airflow translates into low cooling.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a few other things here that you want to keep in mind is make sure that throughout your home all the vents are open, and including your return vents. Make sure that they are not closed or shut off. Now at times you may want to get a little bit of cooling, more cooling in a certain bedroom, and you may adjust a little bit of the vents, more closed so that you can direct more air in the other rooms, but oftentimes those vents become closed. They also, in your areas or the homes that have what we call downflow systems where the ducts are in the floor, we often see furniture or paintings or you name it piled up and blocking those vents, which really affects the comfort level of the home.
Believe it or not, we've actually found a few places where there were piles of dirty clothes over them, so don't do that one.
Don't do it.
For sure.
So another thing that you might want to do is check on your thermostat. A simple check to perform is to look at the thermostat. You have an auto position for the fan to come on or an on position. We recommend to move it to an on position. That way your fan is constantly blowing air and circulating air. That will alleviate a lot of the different levels of heat and cool in the house. It'll keep it more comfortably cool. It'll also keep your air filtered better and reduce the amount of dust and allergens that you're breathing within your home.
That is so true. There are a dozen different styles and types of thermostats, from digital to the old-fashioned mercury bulb. Whatever you have, become familiar with it so that you have the settings properly adjusted on the heating cooling side and the fan side. So if you have questions there, let us know. We can help you figure that out.
Some other things to keep in mind might be where your actual thermostat is located. Ideally, it's the thermostat should be located pretty close to your return air vent.
Yep, central.
You want to make sure it's not on a wall that experiences a high amount of heat or cold, especially not in direct sight of sunlight.
Right, no exterior walls. Your thermostat should never be. We hardly ever run into that anymore. But thermostat location is a very important thing to check, and we have found that to be a solution occasionally, not real often, to making your home more comfortable.
Definitely. One thing also, you want to make sure that all windows are closed, they're shut properly. See what condition your windows are in. If they're single pane, older windows, you may consider in the future upgrading to more energy efficient windows that are double pane, sometimes even triple pane. Also focus on different areas in the house where you can shut the shades, shutters, drapes, or blinds. That can actually reduce a lot amount of heat gain coming in from the sun, especially on the southern and western exposure during later in the day.
Yeah, that afternoon sun on the west side of the house, if you can close shutters, blinds, curtains, drapes, it will affect the amount of heat coming into your home through those windows.
And what we talked about a little bit earlier, so we've got somebody in here, they just don't feel comfortable doing these steps. They don't know what to do. What do you suggest, Dad?
Well, give us a call. We have trained professional service technicians as well as comfort advisors. We have a couple of comfort advisors on staff now that will come to your home free of charge, evaluate everything A to Z, ask you numerous questions, calculate whether the tonnage is proper, check your ductwork, make sure that it is effective, or I should say it's accurate as to the design. So we're standing by and ready to do that. In fact, we're right now booking up weeks in advance. Occasionally we can sneak one in a little bit quicker than that, but give us a call. We'll be glad to send a man out free of charge to evaluate your overall system, or if your unit needs a technician, give us a call and we will schedule you a service call in that direction.
Definitely. Another option that you might want to consider, if you do have an important area, probably the master bedroom, living area that just isn't getting the cooling or heating that's needed, we've started using systems called ductless mini splits. These systems are really becoming very popular. We've installed them for over 15 years already, and we're beginning to sell more and more. These systems, if you are able to look at, we'll show you one here in a minute. It's just like this console up here behind us. It's like a wall console that's run to an outdoor unit connected with power and refrigerant lines.
What we occasionally have found is a wonderful solution with that particular design is if your system is undersized, you've added on, you've enclosed a porch, a patio, whatever, these ductless mini splits can come in and be added in addition to your existing system. And it makes your existing system work easier, takes a strain off of it, and the new area that you have put this ductless mini split in is wonderfully cooled. We have dozens of instances where that has solved a problem for a customer.
Yes, and they're amazingly efficient.
Yes.
They use very
And
little
quiet.
energy.
Very, very quiet.
Very quiet.
Well, I think that about wraps it up.
It
What else
does.
do we need to say?
I think that's it. Hopefully you're able to use some of these tips today and help your house stay more cool and comfortable this hot summer.
Thanks for watching, and give us a call, 622-1600. Danny or Braxton or anyone else you want to ask for. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope you're able to use some of these tips to keep your home nice and cool. Keep in mind that the increased summer heat load can take a toll on your home comfort and your health, so make sure you do all you can to stay cool. If you're not able to perform these steps or would like a technician to inspect your AC system, give us a call and we will schedule an appointment for one of our technicians to meet you at your home. Don't forget to click on the link below and download your own outline of the tips. Hey, let us know your thoughts, ideas, and suggestions on today's topic by responding on our Facebook page. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button below and be sure to share it with your friends. Hey, please also subscribe so you can stay informed when our newest videos are posted. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.